Wassup Minecrafters, Koala here. Are you a real Hive veteran? Here are some facts that only the real OGs will know. What is the rarest Hive costume? Some of you might think it's from the weekly shop or from an old Christmas event, but you'd be wrong. The 2018 Black Friday bundle released some of the first cosmetics to ever be seen on the Hive. And the thing that makes this so rare is that this bundle will never be purchasable again, making the cosmetics incredibly valuable. Prestige wasn't always a feature in Treasure Wars. In fact, the max level used to be 20 when it was first released, before it was later increased to 50, 75, 100, and finally, after all that, Prestige was added to the game. This makes the fact that some people are already max Prestige even more impressive, considering it's still a fairly new feature. This is a rumoured Hive update that literally no one knows about. Hub titles that show your in-game stats. Yes, in the future the Hive might add hub titles that could display your Treasure Wars win streak or the amount of kills you have in Sky Wars. This was briefly mentioned in the Hive's changelog, and it would be pretty cool if the Hive added this. Did you know that the Hive actually used to leak their upcoming Questmaster costumes? So, when I was researching for this video, I stumbled across something so small that practically everyone has missed it. A comma. Yes, a comma. Alright, let me explain. So in one of the Hive's changelog posts talking about future Questmaster costumes, I found a comma that was actually a secret hyperlink. Now this is so easy to miss, and I don't even know how I managed to notice it. The link leads you to a webpage where you can see the gingerbread costume several days before it was even released. How many of these hidden links have we actually missed? Andesite, the block we all use to bridge in Sky Wars. But what if I told you that wasn't always the case? When Sky Wars was first released, the main blocks were wood planks and concrete. It's pretty strange to think about it, and overall, I prefer andesite. But it's cool to see how much Sky Wars has changed over the years. I'm sure all of you have heard of the really annoying pink glitch, but do any of you remember the Steve glitch? This was to do with an issue with Hive's entities, making them all appear as the default Steve. Not gonna lie, this was actually quite a funny glitch, but it has now been patched and it will never be seen again. The spell of Fire Trail is probably the most useless spellbook to exist on the Hive, but it used to be even more annoying. When it was first released, it used to deal fire damage to the user as well, which just made it completely useless. But thankfully, the Hive changed this last year. Treasure Wars, one of the most popular games on the Hive, but it wasn't originally going to be called that. After the success of Hypixel Bed Wars, a lot of servers wanted to reuse the game idea, but with an original name. So, the Hive were going to call it Dragon Wars, before quickly changing it to Treasure Wars. Although, Dragon Wars still sounds pretty cool, and I wonder what the game would have been like if it was called that.